your grid. Is we're going to do this at 1/2 inch scale. So what scale are we using?
1/2 inch.
Excellent. All right. And how high is our ceiling height? We always need to know ceiling height when we're doing
9
drawings like
feet.
this. 9 feet all day long, every day. Thank you. That's awesome. All right. So what I'm going to go ahead and tell you is, so that you get it right, about right on your sheet of paper, because it does take a while to know what it's going to look like and how to do it as far as where to position it on your paper. I will tell you right now that this first line right here, that's the back corner of your wall, is in scale, at 1/2 inch scale. It's 19 feet 6 inches in from this edge of the paper.
Say that one more time.
19 feet 6.
So we're doing exactly your grid right now. We're doing exactly
19
Except for where all the stuff is in it, but the grid will be the same.
So how about this way? How to measure from there?
Nope, you don't have to do any of that. You're measuring this back wall is the first thing you're going to do.
Oh,
So you're going to come 19 feet 6 over here and make a mark
In 1/2 inch scale.
in 1/2 inch scale. Thank
Okay.
you. Yes. Okay. And then you're going to go, okay, I know that back wall is 13 feet 6.
Oh,
So
that's
you're
your
gonna go-
center line. That one you're working on is your horizontal line. That's that wall right there.
Yeah, but we haven't drawn it yet.
That's your right wall. Right.
And then you can find the other wall.
All right, so you've got 13 6. I would say put your 6 over on this side. 13 6. They're 13 feet 6 wide. Is your back wall.
That is for from the right side of the page to the first
That's to this dot right here. All right, then you're going to do your back wall. So it's going to be 6 feet right there, 6. So this is 13 feet 6. So you've got those two right there. Then you go ahead and use your triangle. You'll use your, I'm going to do this freehand just to show you so we're not here all day. Because you guys want to get the drawing. So you'll go ahead then and draw these 2 vertical lines. So that'll be the first lines that you draw. And that is the width of your back wall. Just that fast.
And we just kind of guessed that that's in the middle of the paper.
Let's go
Not-
ahead and give you a height.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead then and make the top of the back of your wall at 10 feet from the edge of your paper.
From the edge.
So
From the top
edge of
down,
paper right
It's
here,
10 feet in 1/2
down.
inch scale.
That's 10 feet. In 1/2 inch scale. So all you're doing here is connecting these lines. 10 feet? 10 feet. From the edge of the paper. So you're coming 19 and a half feet in, 10 feet down. And then that's really all you need to know, because then this will be in the right place and everything else will fall
And
into
10 feet
place.
down too, right? That's what you just.
10 feet down from the top of the
From the top.
page
Oh, just the top.
to the top of your wall. Then you know your wall is 9 feet high, so you measure 9 feet. Wrong scale. A 1/2 inch scale, you measure 9 feet. I'm like, why isn't this working? All right, you got 9 feet. So it's right there. Then you can do the bottom of your wall. Okay, that's your back wall. That's the most measuring. Now, use the scale to measure up one wall, up one side, and then down on the bottom, an accurate scale. So you've already got your line drawn. You leave your scale here, and all you do are make tick marks
For each foot.
for each foot. Okay. And you want to make them where you can see them. You don't want to make them so light that you're searching.
On your 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch scale. And then here you do the same thing. You'll have 6 inches over here on the right hand side as you're looking at it. And then you'll go
And
all the way across.
is the tick marks is every
Every foot at 1/2 inch scale. So it's every half inch.
Do you do it on the other side too?
Then you're going to be using your tools. So you're going to have your T-square. So do you need to measure this? You
I
get
don't
the
know.
tick marks over here?
No.
You've already done there. So you take your T-square and you go boom, 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 boom all the way down. And make your tick marks on this side. Like that. Okay? Then you don't really need it up here because most people are not going to have so much going on your ceiling that you really need a grid. And it's a little bit distracting when you've got all these lines everywhere. So would you can make a choice. The way you actually do a grid, and everyone is taught, is you do the grid all the way around. But it's a little bit, like I said, difficult to see. If you're doing a commercial building and you've got the ceiling grid in the ceiling, you would have to go ahead and do the grid because you would need all that information to be able to do your ceiling grid. But in this case, we all know we've got a drywall ceiling. We're going to have a few fixtures or some, she's got one right here, or you're going to have a ceiling fan, or you're going to have something. But I can help you figure out how to do that. So for right now, we're not going to pay too much attention to the ceiling. So then the next thing you do is do the corners of your wall. The next thing you do, is go ahead and take 5 feet up from the bottom of your floor up. You measure that to be 5 feet. And then you draw a horizontal line all the way across.
5 feet up to the center line. To the center.
And that jar level. Jar level.
5 feet, and that
Yeah,
is your
oh,
line.
oh,
That's
visual
the-
line. Visual.
It's like your horizon line.
Okay, then where's our point going to be? It's the 1 point perspective. Where are we going to put the point? We're all going to put it in the same place. You're going to measure from the right hand side of your wall over toward the center of that back wall, 5 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And zoom. That's going to be your point.
So 5 feet from the side.
5 feet from here to there. And that's the only one you're making. What?
I was just looking at paper. I'd be lost.
From the right end, right there. Okay, now that we've got that point, and we've got the corners of where your back wall is, we can draw this floor line and the ceiling line. Because all you need are how many points to make a line? 2 all the time. Only need 2 ever in the history of the world. So you've got one, and this is where I was saying, if you can tell where you're going to need a big triangle.
Triangle. Oh no, she's not measuring.
And remember too, if you don't have it, you can always draw to it and then scoot it. It just takes longer. All right, so then you go to your point and you start at your corner of your wall. And then draw your ceiling line. Same thing over here. Go to your point. And see how these are at different
Oh,
angles?
I see.
That helps make it look a little more interesting. And then you draw your ceiling.
Pretty much follows the grid.
Well,
In the grid lines, it follows the same lines of your grid lines.
right, but you're not going to have those grid lines because you're making the grid.
From the bottom.
This is to make the grid.
This is to make the grid. I'm making the grid. You're not going to have this.
I
under
was
here.
like-
You're not going to have this little cheat sheet under here. But I thought it would be a lot, and I, from experience, know that it's a lot easier to show you when you're looking all the time at what the end result is. Otherwise, if you don't, it's like when you are on listening to your car. I don't know about y'all, but when I get directions, I want to know every turn all the way there before I get in the car.
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
be in
No,
the car.
I like the lady to talk to me.
Well, I like her to do
I
it
like
once
to have
I
an
already
idea too.
know.
Me
That's a
too.
good idea.
But I can't. I
I
don't have
always
my
met
trust
with
level is
person
not
and me
such.
too.
I'll look at it, but I won't remember it.
Yeah, well, I won't either.
Oh, you
But
just
I
look
just
at
want to
it.
know about
Yeah,
what's
visual,
right. So
yeah,
when she
right.
starts telling me, I'm like, It's not a left, it's a right. Otherwise, I'm just at their mercy.
Yeah.
So same kind of thing here. You want to know what the
Sometimes they're
end
wrong.
result is.
They
There you
are.
go. Before I start
Or
drawing all these
sometimes they'll say at the
100,000
last
lines.
minute, please make a right.
I know.
And yeah, you're turning into
All right, so here I'm taking it to the point again,
not anywhere that turns.
to the bottom corner and going out.
Mm.
And you want to take it all the way. You want to take them all the way to the edge. And when I said your drawing doesn't turn out to be all the way to the edge, you want your grid to be all the way to the edge because you don't have to use all of it, but you want it all there. Okay? So then to get all of these other lines, you go from the vanishing point and intersect that line, and then you just go to town.
That just looked easy now.
Yeah. I'll
It's gonna
shove her up.
be easy,
How
but
do you know how far these lines are supposed to be?
Right.
Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Duh. Put it on the dot.
We didn't do the back room, but
So if you guys can get that far, then we can come back and do more. How about